The most important word for your business is the word done. D-O-N-E. If you think about it, okay, just coming up with an idea that doesn't get executed doesn't mean jack, right? What matters is that idea becomes an execution plan, and the execution plan becomes actual things that get done. That's the most important thing that I can express to you. One of the biggest problems that I see in businesses all the time is a lack of execution. There's a fantastic book, fantastic read called Ready, Fire, Aim, okay? And it's largely about execution. So, for example, you can have an idea for a product, but until the product is actually created and out in the public, it means nothing, right? Because it's not done. You can write an ad, right? You can write it up in Word, you can write it up in the old Google Docs, but until the ad is put on a flippin' postcard and the postcard is mailed to a prospect, and then the prospect can choose whether they're going to respond or not, doesn't make any difference because it's not done. An ad that's not completed can't run, right? Until the ad is submitted to Facebook or to Google or to the direct media buy that you're doing, where the person can actually, your rep on the end or the Google gods or the Facebook gods can review your ad and go, looks good or whatever, and then it actually gets displayed, it means nothing. It's not done. Unless an ad is actually running, no one can actually click on it. So it's not done. Until it's running, it's not done. So we have this thing in our teams called the DOD. What's the definition of done? It's very important. This is an Agile Scrum concept, by the way. Which, by the way, if you're not using Agile Scrum or some version of it, or at least Agile Scrum Lite, I highly recommend that you study it. There's a fantastic book called A Breathtakingly Brief Explanation of Scrum. I think that's what it is. SCRUM. Just Google it, learn it, implement it. I promise you it's a fantastic way of running teams. In our teams, you have a DOD, the definition of done. So what's the definition of done? So actually, just the other day, we had a situation where we were signing up for this new program, and in order to roll out the benefits to our members, okay? Well, I asked my team leader, hey, have we signed up for that program? He's like, well, and I was like, wait, that's a yes or no question. It's very simple. Yes or no. Have we signed up for it? And he was like, the answer is no. I was like, okay, fine. That's fine. But I just want to make sure we understand each other. There's a DOD. And the definition of done means we signed up for it so that we can roll it out to our members. Okay? A sales letter that's half written might as well not be written at all. Okay? Because until the sales letter is completely finished, and then somebody can, a designer can take that and make some design around it. A coder can actually slap it on a web page and put it up there. Doesn't mean anything, okay? A video sales script for a video sales letter that's 99.9% done doesn't mean anything. It has to be done. I can't emphasize that enough. So if you focus on those small milestones, okay? So instead of thinking, I need to build a multi-million-dollar business. Well, your brain can't get wrapped around that. What you need to do is think of, what's the DOD? What's the definition of done? The definition of done is, I need this massive website and it's going to make me millions of dollars. Well, that's all good, but come up with the execution plan, work backwards, reverse engineer that entire thing. So if the business is going to do $5 million a year, reverse engineer where your sales is going to come from, take that actual web page, or the website, break it down in your mind into all the steps. Okay, it's going to have an about page, it's going to have a contact us page, it's going to have a blog page, it's going to have a sales page, an order form, etc. And then it's going to go all the way back to what's the first thing that needs to happen in this sequence, right? It's like building a cake, really, if you think about it. It's like building a cake. I mean, you can't start with decorating the cake. You got to start with the recipe. What's the recipe going to be, right? What's the recipe going to be in order for you to get to the DOD, the definition of done? And then each one of those things you can say done. So to continue with the cake analogy, it's you got your recipe. And the first thing you got to do is, do you have the ingredients to bake the flipping cake? Yes or no? Okay, well, if you don't have baking powder or baking soda or salt, flour, butter, whatever's going to go in your cake, guess what? You can't do that, right? So you need to start with, what are the elements that are going to go into this project? And then what are the milestones that we can set that we can look forward to and say, yes, we got this video sales letter written. We got the video script recorded, the voiceover recorded. We got the slide deck created. We got the actual video finished. There's an MP4 file sitting on some server somewhere that we can take and slap on a web page. Okay, is that web page DoD? What's the definition of done? The definition of done is the video is on the page. There's an add to cart button. The person clicks on the add to cart button. It goes to an order form, and the order form has a place order now button. And the place order now button goes to a thank you page. That means it's a definition of done. Now you can take that and hand it over to your traffic team. And you can say, guess what? We need people to show up, put eyeballs on this thing so we know if it works or not. Okay? So just focus on the DoD, the definition of done. Keep that at the forefront of your mind and stop making excuses. And don't allow your team to make excuses. And don't allow them to drag you on. This is really important when you're dealing with contractors. Very important dealing with contractors. Because contractors love to say, here's how much progress we made. I don't care about progress. I care about done. You got that? So if I need you to create an app for me, I don't need to know that you worked on it 18 hours last week. I could give a crap if you worked on it 18 hours, 80 hours, 1,800 hours. Okay? I don't care. What I care is, can I download that app and use it right now? Because if I can't, it is freaking worthless. Okay? DoD. Focus on the definition of done. Set small, achievable milestones in this big project and get it done. And put a big fat check mark next to it and feel great about yourself.